Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Houston offshore accident lawyers. Billions recovered for injured offshore workers in Texas and nationwide. If you or a loved one has suffered a serious injury while working as an offshore employee or harbor worker, you have come to the right place. There is no such a thing as an easy job for those who are involved in the commercial offshore industry. Accidents are a common, tragic occurrence when a serious offshore accident occurs. Legal questions are quite likely to arise but about the types and of compensation that is available. With the help of our offshore accident attorneys, you can learn how to go about seeking the best compensation for you and your family. What are common causes of offshore accidents? The years of experience that we have in dealing with offshore accidents have revealed a common thread in what causes these accidents to occur. As unfortunate as it may be, employer negligence is one of the most common causes of accidents for employees who are working offshore. Regardless of the specific occupation, little every offshore worker is put under the care of an employer for the majority of the day. It is the legal responsibility of an offshore employer to maintain a safe working environment and to protect employees against avoidable hazards. Injured offshore workers commonly suffered injuries such as the following: back injuries, head injuries, lost limb, and more. These accidents can be caused by fires, falls, equipment failures, or other deck accidents. Every offshore company is required to train employees on current safety standards and practices, but sometimes employers can become lazy or negligent, and it is the workers who pay the price. Common offshore accidents: offshore fires and explosions. Because of the combustible nature of drilling offshore rigs at a significant risk of fires and explosion, while these types of events occur infrequently, they are usually the most catastrophic types of offshore accidents. One of the most notable explosions occurred in 2010 when the blowout preventer on the Deepwater Horizon oil rig failed. The ensuing explosion killed 11 workers and injured dozens more. Fires or explosions can also be caused by poorly maintained pipelines, improperly stored fuel, or collision between multiple vessels. Many scenarios can cause a fire or an explosion on an offshore vessel. A vessel carries a large amount of fuel, sometimes as simple as an improperly maintained pipelines, and ignite a fire. These accidents are no light matter. Even after an explosion, the entire vessel may sink. A fire can be equally as damaging and may quickly spread across the entire offshore platform, trapping workers and leaving no room for escapes. If you have experienced the devastating consequences of a fire or explosion while working an offshore worker, turn to our firm for caring legal help. At Arnold and Itkin, we have seen the ways that an offshore fire can wreak havoc on a worker's life. Serious physical injuries and emotional traumatization are only the beginning. Often injured workers rack up hefty medical bills due to hospital visits and rehabilitation, leaving them financially overwhelmed. Time and time again, these offshore workers have found relief from their helpless situation by contacting our firm. When you contact an attorney at our firm, we will fight for the compensation you need to make a full recovery and pay off your medical bills. Oil rig injuries. Offshore oil drilling is dangerous work. The complex equipment needed to drill at such depth is a primary source of hazards. Additionally, most companies do not have the experience drilling offshore that they do with onshore oil rigs. The complexity of offshore drilling combined with the lack of experience increases the chances of an accident occurring on the rig. According to the data from the U.S. Minerals Management Service, the federal agency that regulates offshore activity, a significant percentage of offshore accidents are caused by human error. And then deck accidents. The deck that has a lot of activity. Workers who are not careful could be struck by heavy equipment, slip on a wet surface, or fall off an unsecure ladder. Additionally, a sudden movement of a ship or vessel could cause workers to lose their balance, resulting in back or head injuries. Equipment failure is the next. Equipment failure is almost inevitable part of life of onshore vessel. Equipment on offshore vessel present a number of hazards to the workers who are operating the machinery. Limbs can get caught in dangerous part of the equipment. Workers can be pinned underneath a heavy load and they can be burned or shocked by active equipment. Workers must operate the machines with extreme caution to avoid being injured. Weather-related accident and capsizing. While it is true that offshore companies cannot control the weather, but they can protect their crew from storms and they know are coming. Tropical storms and hurricanes present a serious hazard for offshore workers and increase the risk of accidents and even capsizing. This happened to the El Faro, a cargo ship that went down with her entire crew on October 1st, 2015, after she steamed right into the path of the Hurricane Joaquin. The entire 142-man crew of the Glover 2 was left to weather Hurricane Ida in September of 2021, and though no lives were lost, the vessel nearly capsized 3 times and everyone on board thought they were going to die. And then barge and tugboat injuries. Tugboats need to be extremely powerful to assist barges back to the shore. However, along with the power comes an added risk of injury. Working on a tugboat is increasingly dangerous while the boat is attached to the barge. Some of the most common accidents on tugboats and barges involve tow lines parting, handling heavy lines and shakeless, equipment failure, crew negligence, slippery decks, and fall overboard. What rights do I have on injured offshore workers? If you are injured offshore workers, you are protected by the Jones Act. This outlines and protects your rights to file a suit against your employer if the negligence caused you harm. You can also file a lawsuit if you were injured because the vessel you were working on was unseaworthy. The Jones Act allows you to seek financial compensation not only for medical bills and lost wages, but also for pain and suffering. Loss of future income, disfigurement, and mental distress. The Longshore and Harbour Workers' Compensation Act also protects the rights of injured offshore workers, covering medical expenses and missed work in incomplete year. How long do I have to bring a Jones Act claim after an offshore accident? The statute of limitation for offshore injuries under the Jones Act is 3 years. This means you have 3 years of the date of your injury to file suit. Once 3 years have passed, you may lose your rights to file a Jones Act claim unless you did not show sign of an injury or were not diagnosed until after the incident. If you are working on a vessel owned by the U.S. government, you must submit your claim in writing to the government, wait 6 months, and then file a suit. After the 6-month waiting period, you have only 2 years to file your lawsuit. What if someone other than my employer was involved in my offshore accident? If someone other than your employer was responsible for your injuries in an offshore accident, you can still take legal action. The Jones Act may apply if your employer acts with proper care, but you could file a lawsuit under general maritime law. For example, a product liability lawsuit may be filed against the manufacturer of a defective piece of equipment or machinery, such as a crane, winch, pulley system, engine, door latch, etc. If your employer was negligent and a third party was also responsible, you could have both a Jones Act claim and a personal injury lawsuit. And then common causes of offshore injury. At Arnold and Itkin, we recognize that offshore injuries can be debilitating to the victim. We also know that no 2 offshore cases are the same. Should you choose to work with our legal team, you will be able to rest assured knowing you will have an advocate on your side who is deeply knowledgeable about all areas of maritime law. And then distracted mariner. Shipping accident on navigable waters may occur because the navigator of a ship or crew is distracted by the cell or other wireless device. Just as phones and texting can distract drivers on the highway, wireless devices can lead to serious accidents at sea, including collisions and groundings. The U.S. Coast Guard recently issued a safety advisory warning the industry of the risk of use of cell phones and other wireless devices while operating a vessel. Unfortunately, too many mariners do not pay attention to the warning until after a serious incident occurs. I think that's all, guys, the information that I can say to you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you guys need information related to maritime topics, you are in the right channel, because in this channel we talk about it a lot. And then if you guys want us to talk about or discuss about the information that you need about maritime topic, you can just drop your comment below in the comment section, and later when we have a chance, we'll talk about it. Don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, and your loved one. Maybe any information related to maritime topics. When you share this video to them, it may already help them to get through the problems. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye. See you in another video, guys.